They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness anymore.
Welcome to my garden. Well, it's not my garden, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set.
You know, it's so funny that you say playing the part of a delusional made-up princess. I am a delusional made-up princess.
You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where? It's so awesome to be here, it's great.
Did you do much beyond Rachel from Suits?
Well, besides Rachel from Suits, I also played Meghan.
Is this a wrinkle I see in my blouse? Who the ironed this?
How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy.
This sandwich tastes like shit, Mindy.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
I am strong enough that I can thank myself. Thank you, Meghan.
Act like you're having fun. Act like you're...
Lean in for this because the first hit feels like thunder and the echo keeps going. The leaked ending of South Park's Meghan Markle parody did not just arrive, it slammed into the room. Darker than the chatter, meaner than the rumors, and so direct that the air turned cold. No soft landing, no safety rails. A full-on blast that froze test viewers in place. Whispers say the final scene felt so wild that Suits talked about hiding the episode in a vault, which only made the leak spread faster. People started trading details about cut shots, razor lines, and images that sprint past playful parody into raw discomfort. If the broadcast version hurt, insiders say the trimmed footage made that pain look like warm-up stretches. Some even claim Meghan tried to shut it down. Here is the twist you will feel later. The ending did not make the deepest cut. The quiet build did. It smiles while it slices, and the next stretch pulls that smile close, then asks a question you will want answered, but not yet.
It seriously is driving me crazy. The prince plays drums all day. I don't even think he has a job. And I don't know what the hell she does. Why they even left Canada is beyond me. And, like, she seems to just boss him around and make him do whatever she wants. I mean, why did they even leave Canada and move to South Park anyway?
Hazawaza keeps saying that I have charisma, but I just think I'm relatable.
See, I didn't know who H was. At the time, I just loved his Insta feed.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Megan now.
I always remember when I was 2 years old, I asked my mother, Mama, why do actresses get paid less than actors when they do the same job, especially on Suits?
People were saying, meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is son.
Picture the opening, but do not blink. Meghan's cartoon double stands in a garden that is not hers and says, I am a delusional made-up princess. Right away, the show shows its hand. No playtime. This is a crown-shaped roast. The pretend interview pokes at the flip between comfort and public pain, then asks how a life of ease works with endless headlines of harm. One moment she beams and sells a new book. The next she scolds a wrinkle like the fabric betrayed her. Even her animated husband gets pulled into the swirl, comparing sandwiches to celebrities while her grin looks glued to her face. The target is bigger than one person. It is image worship, branding tricks, and careful hurt packaged for clicks. The jokes do not just land, they stick. The air drops a few degrees, and before you get the reveal, the creators slip in one more beat that makes the room hold its breath.
For your privacy. Hey! Hey, you! Hey! What are you looking at? You ever heard of privacy?
What?
Well, I actually wrote a fairy tale when I was 3. It was called The Little Girl Who Ran Away to Join the Theater and Did a Play and Then Married a Prince. And that play was called Suits.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
I thought we were moving forward, Meghan.
Well, we're not.
Now for the whisper that no one wants to own. A leak site says the last scene pushed the test crowd into a heavy hush. Not boredom, shock, eyes wide, jaws loose. The people who signed off on it started to wobble. Executives met with tense voices and asked if the line got trampled. Some wanted to pull the cord. This was not a safe cartoon. It looked like a scorched field with no soft place to land. The tone stayed raw and fearless, the kind that can rattle careers if you stand too close. The writers skipped soft pokes and pressed every bright red button around her truth tour. They did not just aim to entertain, they wanted a mark that lingers. You think that hit is the peak, and right then the show twists her words into an echo she cannot outrun. Hold that echo, because it bounces back again in a way you will not expect.
You just can't leave us alone, can you? Oh my god, he's so obsessed with us! No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. What matters is what we have on the inside.
I couldn't brand myself independently and live off taxpayer money. It felt like quite a big violation. I essentially had to be forever beholden to taxpayer, whoever he is.
You never had a dream when you were a child to be something everyone else said was impossible? Like an astronaut, or prime minister, or masseur?
I wanted to be a princess.
Oh, well, you kind of f***ed that up.
My soul weeps in languages I've not yet chosen to invent.
Just follow my lead, Harry. I've been on TV for years, so I'm kind of a pro.
Yes, the very famous show Suits.
Yeah.
Take a breath, then another because the blade gets cleaner. At a closed table read, a junior storyboard artist watched a single line flip the room. Trey Parker unveiled a final punchline that turned Meghan's Tell the Truth slogan into a blazing boomerang. It did not lift her up, it knocked her flat. This was more than clever, it was a precise reversal aimed at the base of her message. They did not just poke a catchphrase, they sharpened it into a knife, then turned it in full view of the crew. Gasps told the story. The gag linked real interviews to public perception, bending a call for honesty into aching irony. It is the kind of meta trick the show loves, a wink that stings. Insiders rank it among their cleanest burns. Just when the room starts to settle, a new question slices in. What happens when fearless art collides with corporate fear? The answer walks through the door in Suits.
Prince of Canada and his wife moved in across the street from me. They had this huge jet parked in front of my house, and then they kept trying to get me to buy their stupid book.
Why are we so mad today? Because we want our privacy.
I remember back to when I was known more for being a renowned actress in my various roles, such as Rachel from Suits, or Rachel from Suits Season 2, and Rachel from Suits Season 3.
Yes, I think I see your point.
And everyone does reality TV now, so don't worry about this being a step down for me because it's not.
I wasn't until you just said it.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
Here comes the clash that turns the hallway into a standoff. After that table read twist, legal teams rolled in with folders and warnings. Defamation risks, rights issues, all the flags. Trey Parker and Matt Stone stood their ground. They pointed to their creative control and told legal to bring the toughest case. This was not a casual chat. It was a line in the sand, cautious rules on one side, creators who refused to dull their edge on the other. Legal warned about fallout. The showrunners said satire should not be washed until it is boardroom safe. They were ready to eat the burn to keep the joke honest to the idea. That stand showed how far they would go to peel back the Meghan narrative layer by layer. You think the fire cools after that, but the very next scene rips the lid off, then tosses it into the street so you cannot look away.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting?
Have you always been a natural creative?
Of course. I remember one example. I suggested to the royal family we should do a Real Housewives of Buckingham Palace, but they were against it every step of the way.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap. Let's just start filming.
We've been filming.
Oh, fuck.
Ready for the spike. One of the loudest leaks is the megaphone Meg moment. Meghan's animated version storms a pretend maternity ward with a neon pink bullhorn and shouts, "Tell the truth about my truth." It points straight at her big interview runs and the tight grip on her story. The show piles the frame with clever digs at brand launches that arrive with drama and foggy purpose. Colors pop, voices climb. The message is clear. Burn this into memory. The scene draws a clean line between the product and the performance around it. People in testing said they laughed, then flinched. It is funny and cruel at once. You think that is the boldest swing, and then they turn a smile into a blade. You will see it flicker, then lock, and you will feel the room go silent.
So, do you have any regrets yourself?
Of course. Don't we all? Probably my main regret is, the way that everyone else has acted. That's the thing that's most regrettable in my opinion.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
And then people kept wanting to get a picture. Because I'm on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, a lot of people coming up to us.
Watch the mask slip and keep watching, because there is a second slip behind it. In a leaked animation, her cartoon face glitches mid-smile and freezes into a mechanical grin. Background characters chant authenticity like a ritual. This is the show at its coldest, mocking the gap between a polished image and what critics call performative sincerity. The detail hides in plain sight, but the message booms. Real does not need a campaign. No one walks out clean. Prince Harry's animated self sprints in to help and gets blasted by a runaway hospital cart stacked with unsold orchard jam jars. The sound crew used real glass shatters to make the hit land in your chest. It is a sharp metaphor for ventures that never took flight and how a brand dream can crack in seconds. If that feels like the ceiling, brace for the next room. It is a courtroom, and it does not care about order.
Oh, and I brought some of my homemade ketchup. I'm coming out with a line of condiments, ketchups, mustards, that sort of thing.
We're really taking LA by storm.
Yeah, and the show's been a great platform to help me promote my brand.
It's already a brand. called Heinz.
Yeah, we're hoping the ketchups and mustards are going to be sold at Whole Foods, which, would be huge. Oh, and they're all organic in case anyone was wondering.
96% of people who watch these videos don't subscribe. Don't be one of them. If this hit you, subscribe so the truth doesn't get buried. Courtroom scene, kicks the doors open and everything gets loud. In a big leaked showpiece, townspeople sue Meghan for emotional distress caused by relentless rebrands. The judge, all theater, bangs the gavel and says, "Do you swear to spin no more glossy pivots?" The line slices right into the shifting image game. Then the Jumbotron drops a viral clip of Meghan twerking during labor. It is absurd, and that is the point. Test viewers gasped and laughed at the same time. Irony drips from the walls. The gag mocks the never-ending pivots and the circus that follows every move. It is noisy, ridiculous, and accurate enough to sting. The mirror goes up with a smirk. You think they are done? They are not. The next beat says, "Bring the receipts," and then it does.
That's fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
I was living in the middle of nowhere in Toronto, Canada, and I didn't even really know the word royal. I mean, besides the Lord song, I love that song. It's an amazing pop rock ballad.
Now the montage hits like a drum line that will not stop. South Park flies through every venture Meghan launched and left behind. Archetypes get roasted. The Mystery Jam brand gets a sharp nod. Nothing escapes. Cuts flash fast, including a fake Spotify badge, stamped one-season wonder, and a wink at a scrunchy side project. The timing is ruthless. Each frame lands harder than the last. A slow parody of the Suits theme plays under it all like a quiet funeral for hype. A huge scoreboard lights up as boxes turn red for canceled podcasts and jam implosion, one after another. Sparks fly as the point locks in. This is not only about bad sales, it is a timeline of ambition, tripping over its own brand story. It reads like a visual obituary for headlines that tried to shine. You think the list is over? It is not. The finale drops next, and the floor gives way.
Harry, though, has become the punchline of a Saturday Night Live joke. Let's have a look.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
The climax does not blink, and that is why it lands. A Monte Carlo slot machine lowers into the courtroom like a gold idol. The reels spin with Netflix logos, Oprah outlines, and dollar signs. Meghan's avatar grips the lever and repeats, "My faith is greater than my fear." The machine turns cold. The reels stop on a crown, a corgi, and a Union Jack. A siren screams, "Contract breach!" A clerk stamps revoked across the screen. The floor opens, the machine caves, and she drops through a trap door labeled pending. Bright lights, sharp edge, and a clear shot at media deals and the royal exit. The show is not aiming for subtlety. It wants your memory. You think the lights fade there? They do not. A post-credit tag walks in soft, then cuts deeper than you expect.
And I do see you're in our database, but you didn't first get help at this Cumhammer location? No, my wife went to one in California as a child.
Build electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why isn't he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
The last ember always burns longer. After the credits, a leaked tag opens in a dim Montecito-style kitchen that looks like her feed. Cartoon Harry ices a mountain of jam jars and whispers into a busted podcast mic. Every word gets smothered by a flashing bar that reads, "Content pending legal review." Then the twist trots in on quiet pause. A royal corgi in a headset, a gentle nod to the late queen, presses play on a vintage recorder. Out float Meghan's past quotes, uncut and unhelped. No narrator, no spin, just her words drifting like a ghost. The circle closes. It reminds you that you can shape a story tight, but someone can replay the parts you want erased. You think that is the last chill. Not yet. One more joke flips the royal exit into a cold laugh that sticks.
There's this horrible spy who lives across the street from us, and we're gonna get him back by changing our brand.
Is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the royal prince, millionaire, world traveler victim.
That's right.
I don't care. Don't care.
What the hell? What did he just say? He victimized me. It's because I'm an ethnic woman. He can't do that. I'll say, wait, you're ethnic?
The final jab arrives dry, then stings. A mock government help desk lights up. A clerk pulls up Meghan's record and reads without a blink. Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. Each word lands like a tack. Then Harry's turn. Royal prince, millionaire, world traveler, victim. The punchline follows, a flat nod to a tech billionaire who tossed everything to marry an actress from Suits. Curtain drop. The glitter falls away. What remains is a stack of neat labels and the noise that clung to them. This is not only a joke. It is a character dissection wrapped in bright animation. One question hangs in the pause that follows. Do labels explain the person, or do they hide the story you need to see next?
Park County Police Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
We are here because privacy is a basic human right. How many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare? Hey, you ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
When your shoulders finally relax, they twist it again. A spoofed Saturday Night Live sketch flashes up. It imagines a spin-off built around her Suits character, but there is no glow. The fake show follows her juggling a legal career while caring for an unemployed immigrant at home. The hit is layered and clean, poking at the past role and the present storyline in one swing. Hollywood dreams, the royal exit, the tabloid swirl, they all get tagged. The writers drop a parody inside a parody until the edges blur, and your grin turns into a question. The teeth stay sharp. The mirror and the hammer work at the same time. By the end, the message is clear. Nothing is sacred. Not even jokes pretending to come from another stage. That sets up the final question that started the moment the leaks landed on your screen.
Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife. I don't care about them either. So then why do you talk about them all the time? I'm sick of hearing about them, but I can't get away from them. They're everywhere, in my face.
Yeah, now you're putting them in our face.
Fine, I won't talk about them anymore. Thank you. Okay, just one last thing. Did you know the prince? I'm sorry.
So what does it all mean? And did South Park go too far?
So, what does it all add up to? And did they go too far? Every leaked shot, every ruthless line, did more than tease Meghan Markle. The show took apart her public image from the smile to the slogan. Glitchy grins, jam jars that crash, courtroom storms, a wall of ventures stacked like boxes in a warehouse. They flipped their favorite phrases inside out and wrapped the interviews in color and sting. Was it harsh? Yes. Was it surprising for South Park? Not really. This series has been cutting into contradictions since the late 90s, and it aims for laughs that leave a mark. Now the fire burns on both sides. Some call it comedy gold. Others say the line got crossed. The full breakdown is ready. Click the video on the right to keep watching. Up next, we map 3 paths through the Meghan controversies, spotlight the single pivot that can turn backlash into momentum, and reveal the wild card almost no one is pricing in. Tap the playlist now and comment next for the follow-up.